Like, I could really care less if we do mention any of the games that happened.
We have to.
It feels like something that you would want.
It's the NFL playoffs. We have to talk about them.
R.I.P. Eagles. I don't have to pretend to care about this sport anymore.
Well, I told you that's what was going to happen. It didn't happen in the fashion that I said it was going to happen.
I thought we would get further. I didn't think it would be a first round exit. I did not think we were going to or winning the Super Bowl. But I thought, maybe we'd get one up against a team that wasn't that good.
I don't understand why you think San Francisco wasn't that good. Not a blunder. I didn't understand why San Francisco was the favorite. They had a worse quarterback. They had a worse player at every position except for running back. Had the same amount of wins as you. In a harder division.
It might just be because I got a friend who really likes football that has spent the past 20 weeks telling me about how San Francisco is not that good of a team.
No, they're good enough. Better than you.
Well, yeah, clearly. It is what it is. I watched the game kind of while I was bowling because it was on.
I saw you bowling. How was that?
It was fine.
Damn.
I hadn't been bowling in a while. It was for the kid's birthday. Let's
Okay.
talk about something that matters. So the Phillies.
Okay, what's going on with the Phillies? Who did they give a bunch of money that you're going to hate?
No one yet.
Ooh.
Okay, well, so we didn't do any Phillies updates during the season 2 premiere. See, he's given the glory to God. I'm like, that's how I'm going to be in like midway through February. I'm just going to be like, oh, no football till September.
I have my preferred sport on all the time, basically.
Yeah. To be Tanner, favorite football team still in the playoffs. Favorite sport on all the time. There's always a league going.
Yep.
How terrible it must be. We re-signed Kyle Schwarber.
I saw that.
We got Schwarber done. We got him signed. It was like 3 to 5 years, something like that. I think it was 5 years. It was a solid little contract. Again, I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth or do any conjecture. I am not a pro baseball analyst. I'm a podcaster who owns only podcasts because I own a microphone and a friend that kind of strong arms me into doing it sometimes.
Stop it. Don't be rude.
Go into the origin of this podcast and realize that Tanner one day tearfully called me after not hearing from him for almost 2 years and asked to go get dinner. And the point of getting dinner was him asking me if
that's not what the point of dinner was. The point of dinner was to reconnect with an old friend and to bury hatchets. And then if that were to have gone well, to float the idea of possibly bringing back a collaborative masterpiece that we used to have, which then, after brought up by myself, was met with, I wanted to ask you the same thing, which is what was said back to me. So, that's dead. Let's get back to the show.
I control the canon. But yeah, he re-signed. It probably could be the last major contract he signs. No one knows where we're going to be 3 to 5 years. I think
I do.
At that point, we're going to be
Bottom of the conference.
Shit, possibly, like legitimately. So here, that's the uninteresting part. Not that Kyle Schwarber's uninteresting. He's one of my favorite players, but like that's the thing.
But
That's done. Like that's done. We have him. He's locked in. We're good. So next we have Ranger Suarez.
Yay!
We're not getting him.
No.
We're not getting him back. I saw the headline, and the headline is just a rumor, and I have been like waking up in a cold sweat every night.
Nah, shut up.
Currently, he's projected to go to the Mets.
They have to buy everybody so they can miss the playoffs again.
Well, so like here's the thing about the Mets. I don't know how much you've been paying attention. They either traded away or didn't sign all of like their key players. Nimmo's gone. Alonso's gone. Alonso's going to the Orioles of all places.
I saw that. That I did see.
That's fucking crazy. The Baltimore maybe actually making a run? Maybe? We haven't started playing yet, so like no one knows. They've made the playoffs in the past 5 years. But like signing big Alonso's a big
It's a big name.
Like they have at least 2 big name players, and they have a bunch of solid players. So it could happen. It might not. I will take this time to note that Baltimore also had a couple of injuries last season that impeded them. I expect Baltimore to make it into the playoffs. Now, whether or not they go further than the first round, that's a different story. But we could say that about Philly. Philly only makes it to the second round because they get the bye. So this leads us... Oh, Harrison Bader, probably not getting them.
Not Bader.
They signed, I forget his name, some other right fielder who's fine. And they pretty much said, yeah, I think our outfield is set with Marsh in left, this new guy in right, and Justin Crawford in center. Justin Crawford is a guy from our...
Development.
Yeah, development, for lack of a better term. He's good.
Don't you hate Marsh?
I don't love Marsh.
Marsh is the guy I like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think centering Marsh in left is a... If you were going to keep Marsh, that's the correct call.
Okay.
Because he's not a good center. But a left, he can be a bit better. There's less ground to cover. He's not terrible. It's fine. So probably not getting Bader. I don't even know anything about if he's ended up anywhere. I didn't see anything, so I doubt he's been signed. But, I had to look up Ranger Suarez to see where he was possibly landing. So let's take a look at Bader. Let's just see what the news says.
It's all about the Mets, baby.
I see Mets, I see Yankees, I see Guardians, I see Pirates.
Oh.
Who knows? We don't... For some reason, the Pirates have been like, yo, what if we spend money? And they haven't yet. But they were like, what if we did?
What if we just talk about it?
So this is actually funny. So this goes back to Schwarber. So Schwarber, before he re-signed with the Phillies, it was 5 years. 5-year, $150 million contract. Solid contract. Keeps him until 2030. That 2030 season is going to be so hard to live through. But he had gotten many options, and it was very funny. So that was what the Phillies had offered. And the Reds, the Cincinnati Reds, which is where Schwarber is from, matched it. Said, we will match whatever the Phillies offered.
Mm.
And then the Pirates, after the Phillies had made their offer and the Reds said they would match it, offered a 4-year, $125 million contract or something like that. And everyone just kind of looked and was like, since when do you want to spend money?
Yeah, right.
To get a DH, you need more problems that can be solved
more things
with a good DH. So that brings us to the final big free agent who has yet to be signed but is still being pursued, JT Realmuto. Well, the last free agent that is a former that was just on the Phillies and is just entered free agency this year. So there's two other big free agents that the Phillies were going after. One is Alex Bregman.
Okay.
He played on the Red Sox. He's a third baseman. The other one is Bo Bichette. He just played in the World Series for the Toronto Blue Jays. Both great players, much like JT. And the Phillies supposedly had a meeting with Bo Bichette this week. I don't know how it went. A signing was not announced, so I don't know. But they were using, in negotiating with JT and negotiating with Bo Bichette and potentially negotiating with Bregman, they were using the fact that all three of them were free agents to kind of, if we don't get you, we'll go get him. Negotiating power. And then right before the meeting with Bichette, the Cubs announced that they have signed Bregman to a big deal. So one of them is gone. JT has been given a contract. He has not signed it yet. We don't know what the contract entails, and we don't know what these Bichette conversations have been. I don't know where Bichette goes. He's a shortstop. Turner's not moving from shortstop. So he's either going to take third or second. And then either Bohm or Stott's going to have to hit the bricks. I know what I want to happen. But then again. So that's currently what we're looking at. We're something like 80 days away from baseball being back.
80 days for me to enjoy.
You've had potentially... You sit here and complain like you didn't have one of the most potentially best NFL seasons for you so far.
No, this isn't close.
You complained so much this season.
And they were bad, and they're still bad.
For your team to be in the
We almost let a
playoffs.
horrible team beat us. They beat us for 3 quarters. They beat our ass. We did not deserve to win the game. And then Caleb Williams turned it on.
You guys had one of the most historic comebacks.
It's not a historic comeback. The game wasn't for anything. It's a wild card playoff game. Who cares?
That's for something.
No. That doesn't mean anything. No. What does it get remembered for if I go in and when I lose against the Rams this weekend? Nothing. It means literally nothing. It means I actually should have just lost to get a better draft pick. Now I'm 6 spots back now. And because we decided to beat the Packers. Now, don't get me wrong. I love beating the Packers. I'm happy we did it. I would give up 6 draft spots to beat the Packers in the playoffs. Yeah. I'm happy. But if we don't go on to win the Super Bowl, it doesn't mean anything.
The legacy of Tanner refusing to acknowledge his team is good.
They're not good.
Is so historic at this point that I can't wait for them to be in the Super Bowl and him just be like, we shouldn't be there. We don't deserve it.
No, I'll say that. No, I will say this. If we beat the Rams this weekend, my tune will flip, because I don't think we've really beat a good team. Like, I haven't looked at it, watched us play a game against opposition and been like, we beat a good team. Like, we beat the Eagles. The Eagles' offense doesn't work, so they weren't really a good team. I'm trying to think back at what good teams we beat. Other than, and I don't think Green Bay's a good team. So the one other win we have against Green Bay. Let me go back and look at this schedule, and I'll tell you how many of these games I think we actually were good. Or we actually beat a good team. I don't think the Steelers are good. Vikings aren't good. Giants aren't good. Bengals aren't good. We actually lost to the Ravens without Lamar. Saints aren't good. Commanders aren't good. Raiders aren't good. Cowboys aren't good. We got blown out by the Lions. Oh my God, we're the Patriots.
I started looking at the schedule and I was
we're the Patriots.
I'm not going to be able to argue his point.
I'm going to say, yeah, we're the Patriots. And we lost to bad teams. We lost to the Vikings. We lost to the Ravens without Lamar. We suck. Yeah, the Rams should have a really easy game this weekend. They should blow us out.
We'll see. I'm choosing to be optimistic.
You have to play football in more than just the fourth quarter.
I know.
Yes, we do.
Apparently not.
The Packers are bad.
Yeah. If you can score 25 points in the fourth quarter, I think you can just...
Up against the Packers. Without Micah Parsons. Yeah, we do. Packers aren't good anyway.
It's playoff
Worse
football.
than us. But they ain't good.
It's playoff football in Chicago.
We'll lose. Matthew Stafford, the MVP, is going to walk in there and dog walk us for 16. I was going to say for 16 minutes, but that's only one quarter. 60 minutes, that's what I meant.
And he'll still somehow lose the MVP to Drake May.
That'll be a travesty. Because the more, the closer we get to it, I'm like, yeah, they're probably going to give it to Drake May. Because it's the story. The league wants to find a quarterback that's better than Mahomes so bad. They want that so bad. It's just, I don't think it's possible. But they want it more than anything.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm telling you this right now. The Chiefs are not going away. Just because they missed the playoffs one year does not mean that they're not going to be back next year. They will find a way to get younger receivers, younger weapons, and they will retool and they will be back.
You said that at the beginning of the season, too.
Yeah, and they fell apart with injuries. And all their players were old. All right, they kept Travis Kelce as an integral part of that offense, and he was old and bad.
The decline of Travis Kelce.
Congratulations on retirement. To the second greatest tight end of all time.
Who's the first?
Gronk. It's not close. I hate... I'm a basketball fan, and when people are like, but just watch the way Kyrie dribbles, man. He's just better than everybody else. I hate that argument. The like, just look at what he like the bag talk. The only proof I need to have to prove that Gronk is better than Travis Kelce, watch a Gronk highlight tape and watch a Travis Kelce highlight tape. You'll think they play two different sports. Gronk is a different beast, man.
What about these other games? Other games.
Let's talk about the least exciting game of all time. Patriots, Chargers.
The Patriots just blowing out the Chargers.
They didn't blow them out. They won 16-3 or something, or 19-3. They didn't blow them out. It was like 3-6 for like 3/4 of the game. They didn't get blown out. They suck. They both suck.
Nah, more than 2 touchdowns is a blowout.
That's not a blowout.
Yeah, it is.
You cannot score 16 points or 19 points and it be a blowout. That's not a blowout.
Yeah.
You have to be 2 scores plus over 30 points. If you average less than a touchdown a quarter, there is no possible way it's a blowout.
But by what you just said, then the opponent can have like 15 points and it be a blowout.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You can blow. So if I win 15-34, yeah, I blew that team out.
I think a blowout can also just be this team didn't get
a blowout means you have to put up an actual amount of offense. They scored 19 points. They didn't average a touchdown in 3/4. In 3/4, there's 4 quarters to a game.
I know math. Anyway, Drake May for MVP.
Oh, stop! You're just trying to bait me. You're not even being real anymore.
Trying, I have been, and it's been successful.
He's fine. We'll see when he play. Who they play next week? They got to play.
I think it's the winner of.
Yeah, it's the winner tonight.
Winner of Houston.
Oh my God! If the Steelers figure this out, and then he gets another easy game against the Steelers, let's go Texans. My one demon is dead.
So
now the other one has to go to bed. Yeah. So boring game with the Patriots and the Chargers. Chargers figured out a way to charger, and they lost the game.
Yeah.
A game that was entirely too close. Rams and the Panthers. Which has now given me hope that maybe we have a chance to win. Still think they'll beat us. But now, if we don't put up an actual game, you won't be able to stand me. I'll be like, I will 10 toes down. Bears are ass. How does Carolina put up 31 points on them? And we put up 6. We'll see.
Wasn't Carolina like the participation trophy playoff spot too?
Yeah, they just won the bad division.
Yeah. It's like they're somehow 4th seed despite having like the worst record because they won.
I still think we should change that rule, but the owners won't give up a home playoff game for any reason.
It's fine. I think it means a lot.
It's fine.
I think it's a lot more fine given that NFL playoffs isn't a strict bracket and they reseed based off of the divisionals just being reorganized based off the seeding of the teams in it. I think forgives that a bit more.
But whatever. What were the other games? Oh yeah, our Super Bowl winners going out in the first round to the Bills. Good game. Both teams played a good game. The team with the better quarterback won. I think that's kind of just it. Like, Trevor Lawrence was really good. He finally figured it out this year. Josh Allen is a demon. In the good sense.
Dude, see? That's my point. Do we think the Bills just do it this year?
No.
At this point? Okay.
No.
Who is... So, disclaimer on redemption picks. They will be done the, week before. So, we're not doing a Super Bowl redemption pick now. That'll be when we know what teams are in the Super Bowl at this point. But, thoughts now. Who do we think's winning the Super Bowl out of the teams now? An idea. This is not held to any.
Seattle.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just going to swap.
Yeah.
It's going to be wrong because they'll lose next week. But Seattle.
They'll lose to the 49ers, you motherfucker.
I really want the 49ers to lose. I hate them, but...
Yeah, I got to pick a winner for Rams and Bears.
You know what, actually, if I were to actually say who's going to win the Super Bowl, I'll just to be different, I'll say the Texans.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're going to beat the Steelers tonight?
Yes.
And then beat the Patriots?
Yes.
Okay.
They have the best defense in the NFL. Statistically. In a division that was really good this year. And the only reason it wasn't... You go back and you look at the records and it doesn't look super competitive because Daniel Jones got hurt with 6 weeks left and they lost 8 in a row or something. Whatever the Indy loss streak was. So, like... I think the Texans are really good too. I love that division, I think. The Jacksonville, Houston, Titans, and Indy. I just love that division. Plus, I like what's his face? CJ Stroud. I think he's really good.
How could you say really good divisions when it includes the Titans?
To have 3... They had a third team that was, like, almost in the playoffs.
Yeah, but they weren't, though.
They were better than your division. Shitlord. They had probably more wins than my division. No, that's not. I don't think that's true because we had
they have
I forgot we had 2
every
8-win
player.
teams that didn't make the playoffs in my division.
9-win teams by the end of it because no one played in the last fucking week.
Go Bears.
Notes about this.
If the Bears were to win the Super Bowl, I don't think I'd ever complain ever again. I think I would just be happy to just want... Like, I don't understand how, like, Rams fans complain. Or Chiefs fans complain. Or really, Eagles fans complain. To win a Super Bowl while you're alive, it's so hard. I don't think I'd ever complain. I think I only complain as much as I do because I think my team is so inept at doing literally every phase of football operations that I'm so discouraged that we'll never do anything. But if we were to win, you would think that we are a perennial playoff team every year. We could go 3 years in a row and win 3 games every year. I'd be like, 2026 we won the Super Bowl though, so I'm pretty happy.
I wonder if that's how Arizona Cardinals fans feel.
They never won. I think they are also the most losing franchise in all of the NFL.
I picked them specifically because of that. No, they just appeared. That's
yeah,
right.
they played against the Steelers and lost.
Yeah. No, I specifically picked the worst franchise in history. That was deliberate.
Tampa Bay has 2 Super Bowls. They're like the second or third most losing franchise.
It happens. The Phillies are like
the Saints. The Saints were horrible for forever. They were the Aints. And then they got a Super Bowl.
The Aints. Who's the... I'll figure that out later.
What?
There was a team... I was watching a video. This is why the Arizona Cardinals are always my dogpile team. Because I watched this video, so I know that piece of information. And it was about what could be considered the worst American professional sports team.
I watched that video.
Just like of all time.
And he gets like the Final Four or whatever.
Yeah, and he goes through all of them. There was one of them that it was just like, and the only reason why this team wins out instead of them is this one won a Super Bowl and they did not.
Yeah.
Now, you can say a lot about this one, and I don't remember what team it was. You can say a lot about their Super Bowl win, but at least they have it.
It's the Jets.
Is it the Jets?
It's the Jets because they won Super Bowl 3. It was really bad. But yeah, I think it is the Jets. I think that's why Jets fans always have hope. They're like, well, we won.
Yeah, won.
Oh.
I remember that video. I remember some of my teams being in the video until later, and they just disappear, and he doesn't explain it. He does, but he doesn't. He does one line about, and a bunch of these teams like just started existing, so they don't count. And it's like, you could at least, every time you did this, you ran down a list of the teams. Can you at least say their name, please? Please?
Just acknowledge us.
Like, it's like, oh, they only had one playoff appearance. Oh, they've only played 4 seasons. So
That's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes those records just happen, though. The Phillies were the first team ever to cross 1,000 franchise losses. They're also like one of the original 4 MLB teams. Like it just happens with history at some point. And they spent a lot of that time being bad. So like 2 World Series wins, remember. 2 out of all that history.
All you need is 1. I stand by, like, you need is 1.
To what you said, one of them was in my lifetime.
That's all I need.
Like,
I only need 1 in my lifetime. Like, obviously I didn't see the first Bears one. That's 85. but I have one there, so I can only I'm not with all the banter teams. I'm not with all the like Lions, you know, like or the Vikings. Like I'm not one of those shit forced fucking franchises that can't win the big one. Some of them can't even get there. I've been once in my lifetime. We lost.
Yeah, that was me for a while. When I was like still pretending like I could care about football, it was like we went once. It's like I was in like middle school or high school, and it was like we went once. We lost to the Patriots. That's back when the Patriots were like good though. When this conversation,
That was their first dynasty.
Yeah, it was like when I was saying it, like they were still good, and it was just like, but like it's the Patriots. What are you gonna do? And then we beat the Patriots.
13 years later. Or no, 11 years later.
More importantly, we beat Tom Brady.
Yes, hey.
We beat Tom Brady and we beat Patrick Mahomes. Ain't that something?
The two goats.
Anyway, anything else about NFL?
No. I thought, and then I said no.
Give me the Chicago Bears to go over the Rams.
No.
Yeah, that's the redemption pick.
Nope.
Bing.
Nope.
For our...
Don't put that bad juju on me.
I said it. Those are my points. All right. We don't have to decide it now, but if we're both on the same page with it, we may be, we may not be. Obviously, we both have to make a redemption pick for the Patriots game because we had the Jaguars moving on, and the Jaguars did.
So now the Patriots play the winner
of either Houston, the winner of Houston.
Yeah,
and Pittsburgh.
my redemption pick is the Steelers somehow find a way to win tonight. I'm picking the Patriots. If the Texans find a win, I pick the Texans to beat New England.
Cool. I'm taking the Patriots either way.
Really?
Drake May.
God, this is so stupid.
No, I think I acknowledge that the Texans are in practice a lot better than they are in my head, but it's vibes.
They're a lot better than the Chargers.
Yeah, but they're the Chargers.
That's fair.
Did you see? No, you didn't. Maybe you did. You're on TikTok. You're not on the other socials. LA Chargers social media team shared pictures of LA talking about how it was lit up for the Chargers. It wasn't. It was lit up because the Rams won. So the city was lit up blue and yellow. And then they used an old photo from one of the piers where it was for the Chargers to say it was bad.
Chargers need to leave. You gotta go make another stadium. You're a B franchise. And how many years are we going to do make it to the first round and lose in a really bad way? Like, how many years are we going to do that? I like Jim Harbaugh. I don't know how much longer you can continue to do that.
Give the Chargers back to San Diego. Please.
If I were to pick a team in the NFL where I would say, I want you to change, if I were to do a Supersonics to Thunder to any team in the NFL, it would be the Chargers. Change your name, change your location, become a whole new franchise. Go off somewhere. Go take one of the cities that need a team. If you wanted, go back to San Diego. If you have to get the Charger juju off of the franchise, you have to. You do. Bro, I think you don't know because you're not an NFL historian. The Chargers have always been like this since the 60s. They can have really good teams and they find a way to lose games.
I think I agree with you. If you don't go to San Diego, if they go to
if they
go to change everything, I agree with you.
Go to like St. Louis. You can
don't go to St. Louis.
Yeah, I don't. Please don't.
Don't give St. Louis the other LA team when you took their team from them.
That's what I'm saying. Like you trade down.
We took the Rams.
We have an NFL franchise at home. Here's the Chargers. Like, just go to a different state. I will take a San Antonio franchise. I'll take anything but what we have right now.
Yeah. No, I agree. If you send them out of LA to a different city and it's not San Diego, rebrand the whole thing.
Yeah.
only keep Chargers if you go to San Diego because the San Diego Chargers. What else do you want? But, yeah. While we're at it, take San Francisco out of the 49ers. They play in fucking San Jose. We don't got time.
Go to Oakland.
We can go to Oakland, become the Oakland Raiders.
No, I didn't, bro. What would be a good Oakland ass name? The Oakland B-Boys.
That's what I was about to say.
I love the NFL.
The Oakland Athletics.
Actually.
Oh, more baseball news. I forgot to tell you. The owner of the A's, his trademark request for the Las Vegas Athletics has been denied.
Yes, sir! It's a win for Oakland, baby!
For both Las Vegas Athletics and Vegas Athletics. So, I have no idea what the plan is for that, but it's just so funny.
Let's stay in Oakland.
And they're not even in Oakland now.
Go back to Oakland.
Seriously, though, like build a new ballpark and go back to Oakland. I like the Coliseum. I don't like the Coliseum that much. Like, I get it, but like, it's just stay in Oakland.
I don't know if I've stated this yet, because I don't know. I think the news came out while we were on break. If the Bears leave Chicago and we go to Indiana, like the owner said we're going to, I'm not a Bears fan anymore. I'm not kidding. We are a staple franchise. Why are we going to Indy? Name another city in Indiana that isn't Indianapolis.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, and what are we doing?
And hold up, shit. Are you sure that what you saw wasn't bait?
No, it was real.
How? So, like, the problem is that, like, it's sitting in my head. And this is, like, I'm not a Bears fan. I'm not any of these other things. How do you have arguably, I don't think it's much of an argument, but arguably, the third largest market in the U.S.
Okay.
You are their only NFL franchise, correct?
I'd say fourth, but yeah.
Give or take.
Dallas is bigger.
Yeah,
than
I was like, give or take Dallas.
Yeah, so New York, Dallas, and L.A.
New York and L.A. are the two.
And Dallas. Specifically football, I'd say Dallas.
But, like...
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like...
In the United States, like, Chicago's a big four city for... There's a reason why we have all the big four sports.
Yeah, like, Chicago is, like, the city where... Chicago is a city where they have 2 pro baseball teams. Yeah. They have... I believe they only have the Bulls for basketball, but their fucking G League team has a stadium that seats more than any of the other G League teams.
And they have a WNBA team, too.
Yeah. Like, it's such a weird... What do you mean you're going to leave Chicago? If, like, the Chargers were to leave LA, or the Jets were to leave New York, it's like, well, okay, you're the number 2 team in that city, I get it. You don't get the whole share of the pie. No one else is coming for that share. What? I'm sorry, it's just that... Taking the fan part out of it, that does not make sense to me. Yeah. It only makes sense to me, and this might have been what it was, as a negotiation tactic to try to get a new stadium built.
I'm sure.
There is no reason to leave Chicago. Unless another team rolls in and sets up shop and blows you out of the water.
That would be crazy.
Which I don't think happens. And again, the Bears are, for better or for worse, one of the most historic franchises in the league.
I would say top 2. They're like the only. Right. I think the only team that's older than us is the Cardinals.
The old teams start getting really strange, but either way, like, it's just
the current Cardinals are the oldest team of franchise in the NFL. They have the most history. They haven't always been in Arizona, but they are all the way back to the St. Louis Cardinals. I want to say we're the first team or the oldest team in the NFL. And then it's like us, and then Green Bay's a little bit after us, and then I think Dallas is farther on.
Some of those original teams are so old. I was watching a video about the history of the Green Bay Packers. It's not important why. It just happens, man. And, like, the old history of the NFL is so fascinating that it's like, you can't track any of that.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like, these teams existed when the league was started, and that's where we'll stand.
Yeah.
That's it. So I lied.
Okay.
I said that I was going to bring to the table the Ring of Honor trilogy
yeah, you did say that.
of CM Punk and Samoa Joe. Now again, I noted last episode I had not watched these matches before. So I didn't know that each match is like an hour fucking long. That's crazy. I watched the first one. It was pretty good. Kinda.
Okay.
I think I gave it 4 stars. It's good.
Okay.
It's crazy. Someone who didn't watch Ring of Honor and had that old Ring of Honor and has a very limited but deep knowledge of TNA. To see Joe specifically, because I feel like I saw Punk in his prime. To see younger Joe doing stuff that we pop for older Joe doing was so cool. Because, like, one of Joe's biggest spots that he does, like, most consistent, not biggest, but consistent, is in the corner, the punch, the chop, the punch, the chop. And I always think now it's like, oh, well, we pop for this because it's Samoa Joe. Holy shit, does he beat the shit out of CM Punk in the corner? He, like, actually, like, it's crazy. Oh, this is why we pop for it, because one time it looked really brutal. And, like, as is what it is. And to see Joe and Punk move like they're in their 20s, because they were, but is crazy. Negative takeaways. 1, the match is an hour-long draw. Why the first time you have 2 guys that you're planning on building the company around? First of all, I say building around. CM Punk was coming up. Joe, this was him defending the Ring of Honor World title 15 months into his reign. So, I'd say he's established. Why we go to a draw first time, I have no idea. Draws are good in wrestling. They're important in wrestling. In any wrestling rivalry, the first match being a draw is, in my opinion, the worst decision. Any other match, I think it can be amazing. 2, the commentary was mid as hell.
Okay.
They kept trying to tell this story on commentary about how Joe has been putting his opponents away in like 15 minutes or so, rarely making to 20. But the in-ring action just doesn't... They don't go for a pinfall until like 30 minutes in. If Joe's trying to win quickly...
Yeah, you do it earlier.
Gotcha. Like... And again, whether that's the performers calling an audible to the agreed story, whether the commentators were just tweaking... Either way. Like, it's old Ring of Honor, so... The idea that there's more of a story besides Punk and Joe being told that they're going an hour, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the match also lags a little in the center. I think this match doesn't earn going an hour. It's very hard to go an hour and it be entertaining the entire time. The most famous hour-long match is a slog. And that's Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, the Iron Man match.
Yeah.
The beginning's really good. The ending is really good. Their rush when they finally start going for pinfalls. And, you know, Joe spends the entire match working over Punk's knee. Punk manages to hit the Pepsi Plunge, which is a pedigree off the top rope. And that causing him to roll out of the ring so he can't go for the cover. But, like, at one point, early on in the match, Joe goes for what they called the ole ole kick, which is he sits him down at the barricade and kicks his head into the barricade. And these are, like, indie metal barricades, so, you know, it looks good. He hits him with, like, 3 of them. And the setup is so long, and there's not... Maybe I'm missing Ring of Honor lore from back in the day saying that they hated each other at this point. This is their first match, and there seemed to be respect there, which is kind of the thing about old Ring of Honor. And then he doesn't slide him in the ring and doesn't go for a pin, and it's like... I'm excited for the other 2 matches, which I'm not going to have watched by the time next week. I'll have the second one watched, because I checked the time. The second one is also an hour long, Tanner. I was expecting... I worked overnight at work last night. I was going to sit down, hour and a half, 2 hours, watch all 3 of them, going to be great. Was met with an hour-long draw. And again, a draw. They wrestle to a draw in the first match. Are you kidding me? Anything else is fine. I'm down for a story of of Joe beats Punk. Let's say, cast our minds. Joe beats Punk, and then they tie in the second one, and then then the story in the third is, could Punk actually do it? Like, Punk didn't lose last time, but Punk didn't win last time. Also, both men worked heel and face. Punk definitely worked heel until the end, but then Joe was also like, oh, you don't like me? Oh, fuck you then. Which, is very Samoa Joe. I'm not mad about that, but it's just... I have no idea how much of that is up to this just being, like, old 2004 or 2005 Ring of Honor, which does mean it kind of was recorded on a potato, but... It was a good match. It was the first match in a trilogy, and if they're all an hour long, hopefully, fingers crossed, and I think they will, we'll see, figure it out by the third match, and we can have a really good...
Really banger.
Really good conclusion, and not one where after the match is over, the crowd chants for 5 more minutes, and then Samoa Joe is attacked by homicide. I do not recommend you to watch this match, because it is what it is. However, if you wanted to look up a highlight reel of the match, you would probably really enjoy it.
I'm sure I would.
Joe does not do the nope. The nope wasn't invented yet.
I know. Yeah.
He doesn't do the regular sit your ass down. Imagine the sit your ass down, but instead of you running to the corner and Joe picking you up and slamming you, he snatched you up when you were running in the middle of the ring and just spiked you. So, look, Joe's also a lot slimmer because he's younger. This is babyface Samoa Joe and long dyed blonde hair CM Punk. But it's good. I'm enjoying making myself watch old wrestling.
Good wrestling. When wrestling was good, when we hated women and long hair was cool.
Ring of Honor liked women.
But did men like women?
Make a good point. Samoa Joe does not have long hair in this match.
That's good.
I don't think Samoa Joe ever has long hair.
I can't remember.
I can't see it in my head. Punk's got the box dye blonde hair. It's really that's the most off-putting one. Is the blonde hair,
that damn
combat shorts. CM Punk, he's got red shorts that come down past his knees. You can see how they were wrestling these matches, and both of them didn't immediately get sniped up by WWE. I have no idea. Just. Obviously, Punk does at one point, but Joe, it takes so long, and I don't understand why. This is clearly, they're both amazing. But
love Joe.
A lot more Ring of Honor, please. I will. I paid for a subscription. So. But yeah, no, let's do it. Okay. I'm excited to do this.
I am too. This is a banger idea.
Yeah. I'm full of them. This is the weird part about this idea, is I'm basing it off of something that you're already doing.
Yes.
But you haven't mentioned that.
I haven't,
before.
No. I also, I'm going to say this now, I hate the way that I've done my thing.
Okay.
I actively dislike the grading scale.
Okay.
Because, in my opinion, it doesn't give a true best-worst that's going to be in that whole thing.
Okay.
I don't think the list will truly be, this is the best, this is the worst at the far ends. But if you want to take that model, we can take that model.
Well, how would you improve upon that model?
I wouldn't give it a score on specific criteria.
Okay.
Because I think it may work with the MCU better.
Okay.
Than it does with my property. Because my property has different eras that are staunchly different in tone and style.
That's fair. I think we run with a sort of criteria thing, and if we feel like it isn't working, we can just trash it.
Okay.
We're going through 30 plus movies here.
Yes.
We're not going to know what works for this from the rip.
Okay.
All right. All of the podcasts or all the things that do something like this have changed their stuff many times going through, because as you go forward, you realize stuff that doesn't work. So what we're doing is we're gonna rewatch the whole thing, the movies.
I'm not rewatching that ass.
It's the movies.
TV.
The Marvel Studios movies that are recognized as being in the MCU. We may touch on the shows when we're at movies that connect to them, but we're not rewatching the shows.
Although whatever. I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to talk about this idea.
That's so far in the future that it's we have 20 some movies to get to before we get to any of the TV shows.
I'm hoping that this experience makes me appreciate what we had. I really hope it does.
So, the few questions that we start off on.
Release order.
Yeah.
Not chronological.
Was that an option?
To some people.
Oh.
Some people are dumb. If you rewatch the MCU and you don't watch Iron Man first, you're a fake and a fraud.
Yeah. Release order is the only way I've ever considered.
Shake my head. Alright, what's the other question?
Are there any movies you haven't seen in the MCU?
No, I've seen them all. What movie haven't you seen?
Well, there's two.
So you haven't seen the Marvels?
No, I've seen the Marvels.
Okay, so you haven't seen... What haven't you seen?
I've not seen The Incredible Hulk.
This is disrespectful.
And I have not seen Cap 4.
You haven't seen Incredible Hulk or Incredible Hulk 2?
Isn't that crazy? I didn't even consider that, actually. But yeah, you're right.
And yeah,
I just never got around to The Incredible Hulk, and it never seemed to matter. That's
and neither of those movies are bottom 5 movies.
I mean, we'll find out.
Well, you'll find out real soon because it's the second movie.
Yeah, we're gonna find out with Incredible Hulk really soon. Is Incredible Hulk on Disney Plus, or am I gonna have to hunt that one down?
No, it is on. It's an MCU movie.
Yeah, but its distribution is owned by Universal.
I'm pretty sure it's on there. If it's not, then we'll find it.
Yeah, I may just have it on DVD somewhere because I borrowed it from a friend because I hadn't seen it and they never watched it. They never asked for it back.
It's better than that.
You know, we can look it up right now.
What's the criteria?
So, I don't know. Okay, it looks like it is on Disney Plus.
Yes,
It doesn't surprise me that Disney Plus would get a deal to have it on there, like they did it with a bunch of the Spider-Man movies too, just to keep it all in the same spot. What criteria could we be using?
I have no
For
clue.
the MCU. I
can tell you one that I don't want to be one. I know more of what the criteria I don't want than what I want.
Okay.
I don't want comic accuracy anywhere in any of the categories.
That's fine.
I think you can get... I think comic accuracy should only be A+.
Yeah.
It should not be a minus. Because there are plenty of movies in the MCU that are not comic accurate that are really good.
Yeah, it is what it is. It has no real bearing on quality. Something can be good and not be comic accurate. Something can be bad and be comic accurate. These comics.
I have no problem with us just watching these and then just coming to each other and be like, I prefer out of 10 instead of stars. But I'm down to do either. If you want to do stars, we can do stars. If you want to do out of 10, we can do out of 10. If you want to do out of 100, we'll do out of 100. If you want to get really autistic with it, I'm down.
It's all the same. People... Rating systems are so fun, right? People love to be like, well, I'd rather do out of 10. Or like you just did right now. I'd rather do out of 10 out of a 5-star scale. And I was like, what is a 5-star scale if not out of 10? A 4.5 is a 9. A 5 is a 10.
I know, but I'm a 7-7 kind of guy. I love giving a movie a 9.3. You know what I'm saying? That's why I prefer out of 10. So I think I'd give
here's
that
the thing, Tanner.
A 93 out of 100.
I would say that's the thing. That's just a 100-point scale.
And I'm fine with that. That's what I said. If you want to do 100, I'll do 100. I like a 10. I don't really like 5 stars, but I'll do it if that's what you want.
We can do out of 10 because it's really going to end up being out of 100. But 9.3.
I can't wait to never not give it a 0.5 or a 0.0. Say all that shit just to give it out of 5.
Yes, I give this movie 3.76 stars. Which movie was he talking about? Find out later. I'm going to have to pick a movie that has that rating.
3.76? Which
stars. So that would be like...
That would be a 7.4?
I don't know if it'd be a... Yeah, probably... yeah, I
think a
7.5.
It was
like
7.5 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... What's a 7.5?
So many of these movies are probably around there.
Ant-Man 1. Ant-Man 1's probably 7.52.
Probably. We'll get there eventually. So, by plan, if we keep on... We don't miss a week, which there's some cushion dates. We'll be done, I believe, October.
Okay.
which gives us about a month and a half of wiggle room. And then Doomsday comes out in December. Then there's
also... no way that movie's good. I've lost all faith. I thought it would be good, and then I was like, there's no way.
That movie's gonna make so much money.
You think so?
Yes.
Are they all still making money? I have no idea about the like fiscal reaction.
Some of them do, some of them don't. Thunderbolts didn't really make. I believe Thunderbolts.
And apparently people love that movie.
Yeah, I really like it. It made money, but didn't like make money.
But then didn't Fantastic Four make a fuck ton of money?
Fantastic Four made a fuck ton of money.
That movie was ass.
Doomsday's gonna make a fuck ton of money. First of all, Robert Downey Jr.'s in it. Chris Evans is in it. Thor is in it.
Yeah, everybody's back.
Yeah, like, it's gonna make a fuck ton of money. They have gone completely reboot, and it's just gonna be a sequel to Endgame. It's going to make money. But it's an Avengers movie. It's gonna make money. We need a trash Avengers movie before it stops making money. Like, it's just how it's gonna be. And the marketing is working.
People would say you have that already.
Yeah.
In Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
But that movie is super quotable.
It's so fucking quotable.
I cannot wait to rewatch that movie and realize how much I like it more than a lot of the MCU. I can't wait to be like, I don't know how this happened, but Age of Ultron is my number 10 movie of all time.
We can't, like, to use Hannah as an example. Hannah's super excited for Doomsday. Which is not like her.
I know, but I hope it's good. But I have no faith.
It's not going to be good. It's going to be a bunch of nostalgia slop.
Question.
Hype moments with no
In
actual
Doomsday,
story.
is there any Kang?
No.
So we just got all that stuff at the end of Quantumania.
Yeah.
And they just... Because I have no problem with them having... Like, we just take over from that scene, and then Doom just comes in and kills everybody. And that's all we get. I think that's more than enough. But to not show it at all, I think that's pretty dumb.
No, we're done with Kang. I have fully... There are quotes from years ago of a different show in a different universe of me talking about how I do not give a flying shit about Kang the Conqueror.
Did we agree, or did I say Kang can do some cool things?
I don't remember.
Because I feel like we agreed, and I think I was just trying to be nice.
And I am sitting here as Doomsday ticks closer, looking back at what was phases 4 and 5, and realizing, oh shit, they probably should have stuck with Kang. I'm realizing how much stuff was thrown in and how much connectivity was actually there that we just ignored because Kang kind of suck. And then Jonathan Majors turned out to be a shithead.
I won't stand for that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I will give you allegedly.
I say allegedly.
Stuff like the... And I never considered this until someone said it, and I was like, oh fuck, that probably makes sense. The fucking, at the end of Shang-Chi, the beacon in his rings, 100% connected to Kang.
Yeah.
I just never considered that for some reason.
Oh.
And like, I just started realizing all of the little stuff, and I was like, oh wow, there was actually a plan here, and online MCU, whatever you want to call them, fans, for lack of a better term, I guess, gave them so much shit for these movies not feeling connected.
You have to see. You have to let it work out.
And I was down to let it work out. You know me. I'll just sit back and enjoy.
The problem is that our first couple phases had so little characters. One character you could link all the movies through Nick Fury.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Fury was like present in some capacity throughout everything. Because even you can link Fury through Junior in the Incredible Hulk. That way, and I don't know.
I don't think Fury's as present as you're saying he is. But there was
you really don't think so? Because he's Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2.
Is he in Thor or the first Avenger?
Yeah, doesn't Baxter call him? Not Baxter, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, what's it, Barton. Doesn't Barton talk to him?
He might. I think that
or Barton talks to Coulson, and I know Coulson is right next to Fury. Like, S.H.I.E.L.D., I guess maybe the overarching S.H.I.E.L.D. links everything together.
And other little connective tissues, like Howard Stark being in the first Avenger, and like stuff like that. There's a lot of connective tissue that puts it through that feels like
Nick Fury's in that movie. Nick Fury comes and sees Captain America in that movie at the end of the movie.
At the very end.
I mean, still, he's there.
No, I give.
So, yeah,
I concede.
Like,
you are correct in that sense.
So, like, I don't know. It was so hard to, with the universe being as large as it was at that point. It was very hard to see everything coming together. It was a lot of conjecture, and I think people got tired of their own conjecture, not of what was actually in front of us.
Yeah.
But then they made the fan snore stick, so that's what they wanted.
You hate that movie so much more than me.
Movie sucks. Movie's bad.
I can't wait for the takes. I can't wait for us to hit a movie that we just staunchly disagreed on. And I think it'll happen sooner than anyone thinks. I think we're having a hard disagree in phase 1. I don't even know what movie it's going to be. I think it's happening phase 1.
I think there's only... I think I know which one it's going to be, and I'm hoping my opinion has changed.
And so again, there's that too. Do you think there's any movie that you might just go in and have a complete 180 on? Are there movies you haven't rewatched?
Okay, so there are only movies I've seen one time.
Do you want to go through the list?
We'll say, yeah, pull up the list. This will be fun. I like these little mini games that we do.
So let's just, we're going to go through.
I love when the podcast turns into Mario Party. It's my favorite part.
We're going to go through and we can go into deep during their actual discussions.
Yeah.
But go, did you see it in theaters? Have you seen it once? We'll just do that now.
Okay, there's only one movie I haven't seen in theaters.
That's crazy. In a good and bad way.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Theaters, and I've seen it a gajillion times.
Didn't see it in theaters, have seen it multiple times.
That's crazy.
The Incredible Hulk.
Theaters, and I've seen it 5 times.
Obviously, I've never seen it. Iron Man 2.
I've seen it at least 3 times, saw it in theaters.
Saw it multiple times, didn't see it in theaters. Thor.
Saw it in theaters, and I've seen it twice.
Didn't see it in theaters. Have seen it, I think, more than twice. I don't know how many times I've seen it. I've seen it multiple times. Captain America, the First Avenger.
Saw it. Didn't see it in theaters, saw it at the drive-thru.
Okay.
Or the drive-in, whatever they call it. And I've only seen it once.
Tanner, I've seen this one in theaters.
Finally.
I'm a Captain America guy.
Yeah, I know. You're a Captain America stan.
So, yes, this was the one where a childhood me, my father was like, oh, let's take him to the movies and go see this Captain America movie. Seen it multiple times. The Avengers.
Seen it a gajillion times, saw it in theaters twice.
Didn't see it in theaters.
Crazy.
So again, a lot of these early ones, did my dad take me to the theaters?
Yeah.
The answer was probably not. There were some.
My dad was into this shit, so.
Yeah, my dad didn't hate it. I remember... We'll get into that later. Because that's like important movie discussion, I think. Iron Man 3.
Seen it multiple times, saw it in theaters.
Didn't see it in theaters. I don't know if I've seen this one multiple times.
I know I've sat down to watch it multiple times. There's a movie where it's actually coming up soon that I don't think I've seen it come fully multiple times. But I know I've at least seen it once because I saw it in theaters.
Yeah. I know I've seen it because I know what happens and I sat down and watched it. I don't know if it's been more than once. It may have been like twice, so one of those low numbers. Thor: The Dark World.
Seen it twice. Or no, I've seen it. Thor: Dark World I've seen once. In theaters.
Once off of a red box. Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
I saw it in theaters. It's the only time I think I've fully seen it. I've seen bits. I've seen like most of this movie a gajillion times. I feel like.
You don't think you've ever sat down and watched this one fully?
Again, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Seen this one in theaters. Seen it multiple times. Of course I have.
Yeah. Because to be honest, with the Winter Soldier, I don't remember the final fight ever. But I remember meeting Falcon, running in the park, Sharon Carter across the hall, Fury being in the... Like, I remember all those parts, but I can't remember the final fight, so I don't think I've seen it fully another time.
The final fight is more like... We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Let's not spend all this time talking about...
It's not really a fight, but like I don't remember that very well.
The speed? We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
That's why I think I haven't seen it another time.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Seen this a gajillion times, and I saw it in theaters.
Didn't see it in theaters, saw it a gajillion times.
Yeah, this movie is so good.
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Seen it a gajillion times, and I saw it in theaters.
Didn't see it in theaters, saw it a gajillion times.
I love that movie. I think that movie's so good.
Not great movie. A lot of good one-liners. Great cast.
I'm on the point where I just think it's a good movie.
We might, and I might change with you. I don't think it's people act.
I don't think it's great, but I just think it's good.
I don't think it's like people act like it's.
I think it's because it came out at a time. If you look at it when it came out, it's probably not that great. But when you add all of everything else we've gotten since, especially after like Endgame and stuff, it makes its way up the list.
Anyway, we'll get to no in-depth discussion. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Saw it in theaters. I've seen it twice.
Did not see it in theaters. I think this was another Redbox movie. Have seen it multiple times. Captain America: Civil War.
Saw it in theaters. Saw it like a million times. This movie is as good as everybody says it is. And I used to be a hater.
Yeah. You used to be a huge hater.
I don't think I ever said it was... I probably have said it was bad, but I never felt like it was bad.
Saw it in theaters. We are now going to hit the point.
Yeah, where you're in it.
Zach has a car. Zach has a job. Zach has money. Zach has friends. Zach going to go to the movies a lot of times.
Yeah.
Seen it millions of times. Tons of times. Doctor Strange.
Saw it in theaters. Saw it, I want to say, 3 times.
So, saw it in theaters. Have seen it a lot of times. Wow, Civil War and Doctor Strange were back to back. Those are just 2 of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. 2 good ones.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Saw it in theaters. Seen it, I think, another 3 times.
Saw it in theaters. Seen it many times. Spider-Man: Homecoming.
For the longest time... Oh, no, this is it. This is the one I didn't see in theaters.
Really?
Did not see Spider-Man: Homecoming. I was like, this shit has got to be ass. I didn't watch... Because I was tired of Spider-Man getting the reboot. You also have to remember, I'm a Andrew Garfield truther. Yeah. I thought those movies were good. I stand by that. And I boycotted Mr. Swinging Around Man. I hated him. But I watched it in the last 5 years for the first time. Movie's good.
Yeah.
Seen it now twice.
Saw it in theaters. Saw it.
Yeah. Damn, I was the more I kept, I'm like, he's gonna say one. I'll be like, damn, I haven't seen that one.
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, saw it in theaters, saw it many times.
I don't remember seeing this one in theaters, so I don't know if I did or not. But I have watched it a ton.
I haven't seen them all in theaters. There's another one. I just remembered.
Black Panther.
Saw it in theaters. It was really good when I saw it the first time. Then I rewatched it for the only other time I watched it. The movie isn't that good. I'm saying too much. But hey, maybe these are my opinions now. Maybe they'll change after I rewatch them again.
Maybe. Saw it in theaters, then saw it at the drive-in, strangely
Big drive-in.
I watched it a couple of times. It's one of those movies that's on a lot.
Yeah.
So, I like it. It's good. Avengers: Infinity War.
When this came out in theaters, it took me 3 weeks to go see it.
I misremember the first time I saw this movie.
Why is that?
I saw it in theaters. I know I did. I have, maybe... I'll tell the story real quick. Maybe I'm thinking of Endgame or a different movie. I have a very specific memory of going to the theaters with you and someone else and us. It being a big release that we should have pre-bought tickets for but didn't, and we ended up in like one of the first 3 rows. That might have just been a different movie.
I think that's Endgame.
Was it? Think of what it might have
I'm
been?
almost because I remember I cried. I remember I was crying in the front row, and we're just sitting there waiting for an after-credit scene, and then all we got was the smithing hammer, and I'm looking at you guys, I'm like, I don't want to stop. Guys, I can't stop.
But I did see it in... 2018 was the year of the movies.
Yeah.
Infinity War was on that list. So I know I've seen it in theaters. And I've seen it many times.
Yeah, I've seen it in theaters, and I've seen it a gajillion times.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Seen it once.
Seen it when it was in the theaters. And that's what...
That's another lie. I didn't go to the theaters to see this, I don't think. Or no, maybe I did. Okay, no. I have seen this in the theater. I've attempted to watch it a second time, but I can never make it through through another watch. Puts me to sleep.
Wow, I've never attempted to watch it again.
Because I couldn't remember it when I was in the theaters.
Captain Marvel.
Saw it in the theaters with you.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
And it's the only time I've seen it.
Saw it. Oh, I saw Infinity War at the drive-in as well, by the way, after the theaters.
Banger.
There was a Black Panther Infinity War double feature a couple months before Endgame came out, I want to say. Or maybe that's... Endgame was in April, so that's clearly wrong. But, I don't know. Saw Captain Marvel in theaters, have watched it a couple of times since. Obviously, I actually had to watch it for the podcast in another universe at another time.
Yeah.
So, Avengers Endgame.
I've seen it in the theater with you and Garen, and I've seen it, almost like 90,000% positive.
In my head it was Michael, but it definitely could have been Garen.
I think it was Garen. Yeah, I've seen it a million times. I think it's really good.
Yeah. Spider-Man Far From Home.
I saw it in theaters with you.
That's not true.
What do you mean?
I saw it with Michael. I saw it with Michael because I got vouchers to AMC to go see it.
Oh, maybe you did.
Did
we go see... Then we saw the third Spider-Man movie together. Or no?
I don't think we did. We might have.
We had to. We were doing in the other universe. Remember, the trailer came out. We talked about the trailer.
We talked about the trailer. I think we were done by the time it came out.
Did we? I thought we were going to go see it.
We'll deliberate on that when we get to it on the list, so I can see when its release date was.
Yeah. But, all right, but no, I saw it in the theater. I was very thoroughly unimpressed, but I went to go see it.
I've seen it. I actually just watched it the other day.
I rewatched it the other day. It was on like regular TV, like FX or something.
We were just talking about... I was trying to get Hannah to watch Endgame because it was when the X-Men Doomsday trailer dropped, and she loves the Fox X-Men. And I was like, well, have you seen Endgame? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a direct sequel to Endgame. So we should probably watch Infinity War and Endgame if you hadn't. And she was like, I don't want to do that. And then I was like, well, you still see No Way Home. Did you see the other Tom Holland Spider-Man movie? And she was like, I don't know. It was like the one with Jake Gyllenhaal in it. And she was like, oh no, I would have remembered that. So we sat down and we actually watched both Far From Home and No Way Home that day. But just the other day, I really like that movie. And a lot of people don't. And I can't wait to expose everyone for being frauds. Black Widow.
I saw this in theaters.
This one you did see with me.
I did.
We saw it with Terry.
I remember.
I remember that day vividly. Now, I can say, we saw this movie, you guys hated it, and I was just so middle of the road on it. I will at least say, I have not watched this since.
I haven't watched this since either.
So, does my opinion hold up? Do I think it's correct? I have no fucking clue.
Yeah. I don't know.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
I've seen this in the theaters, and I've seen it since.
I have seen it in the theaters. I've seen it at least once since. I don't know how many times, but I have at least one time turned it on and watched it. Oh boy. Eternals.
I saw this in the theater.
I did not. At some point I watched
Who
it.
did I see it with?
Wasn't me.
I am notorious for not going to the movies by myself.
Maybe
I went with Garen.
This was after the divorce.
After the divorce.
The end of 2021.
Yeah, I saw it with somebody.
I'm sure you did. But it was not me.
I love this movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, we did the pod. So this is the thing. We did the podcast in 2021. We did an episode about Shang-Chi. It was around episode 12. The final episode was episode 16, which was about Venom Let There Be Carnage. Fun fact for anyone who doesn't know that. So we did do a thing about...
Venom Let There Be Carnage or Venom 1?
Venom Let There Be Carnage.
Oh.
I know what I said.
Okay.
So that's how I know we did do the trailer stuff for Spider-Man No Way Home because it was coming out, but it hadn't yet come out.
Okay, yeah.
So, which is next, Spider-Man No Way Home. I saw Eternals at one point. I think it took me like 3 sittings to get through. We'll get to it eventually. And it doesn't matter. I have not rewatched it since. I eventually watched the whole thing. That's what matters. Spider-Man No Way Home.
I saw it in theaters and I've seen it multiple times. So.
Saw it in theaters more than once.
There you go. That's not a bad take.
I did.
That's not crazy to say that.
I believe I went with Evan and George, and I believe we all had to sit near each other but not next to each other because of how packed the theater was.
Oh my god.
And then a friend of mine who will remain nameless so I don't invoke the rage of my girlfriend. I was just hanging out with her and she was like, I want to see this movie, and I had liked it enough that I was like, yeah, let's go see it again. So, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
I have seen it in the theater. And that is where that statement ends.
I saw it in theater. I own it on Steelbook. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Saw it in the theater.
I saw it in the theater.
Let's continue.
Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Saw it in the theater. Have not seen it since.
Saw it in theater. I have seen it at least once, maybe twice since. Haven't watched it multiple times. Have watched it since.
Okay.
Because I'm a truther for that movie.
I think, from what I remember, I like it.
That one's going to have an in-depth discussion about it.
I can't wait.
Because I think I might relent that it may just be one of those movies where it specifically clicks with me. But we'll see. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
I saw it in the theater.
I saw it in the theater.
Where are we going?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, that's where we're going.
Saw it in the theater, and I've seen it countless times since.
I saw it in the theater. I don't know if I've watched it again. I remember really liking it.
I know, it's really good.
But I think that might be like how you are with Winter Soldier. I think I've seen parts of it multiple times. The Marvels.
Didn't see it in theaters, but I have seen it.
Saw it in theaters. I don't think I've watched it in full again. I do think I turned it on TV one day and it was like a third of the way through, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, why not? Deadpool and Wolverine.
Saw it in theaters.
By the way, I don't think here till the end it's crazy if we haven't seen it again, given that Deadpool and Wolverine came out in summer 2024.
I haven't seen it again.
I saw it in theaters. I saw it on the way back from Cleveland when I went to SummerSlam. Me and Hannah stopped in State College, PA. Captain America: Brave New World, otherwise known as Incredible Hulk 2.
Saw it in the theater. Haven't seen it since.
I never saw it. Thunderbolts: The New Avengers.
Saw it in the theater with you.
No.
No?
We talked about it, but it was
we
not
did talk
with me.
about it. Okay.
We did an episode of this podcast about it.
Oh no! Yeah, I went to go see. I saw it with Dane and everybody, and I was on my own. I was again by myself, in my opinion.
Yeah, think me and Hannah saw it. This next one we did see together. Fantastic Four: First Steps.
I loved watching Superman.
I believe we saw it. Well, obviously we saw it together, so I know we saw it in theaters. And then I don't think either of us.
I was so convinced with that movie. After I saw it, do you remember when The Flash was coming out and all the everybody who saw it early was like, this is one of the most important and crazy movies in superhero history. I'm like, bro, this movie's gonna be good. And then it came out and nobody talked about it. And then you watched it like a month later on whatever streaming service you had, and it was ass. I was like, that's what's gonna happen with this movie. I went to go see it within the first couple of days. It's gonna die down, and then everybody was like, "No, this movie's really, really good." How? I don't get it.
It's the first time we talked about this. There's an episode of it. I will tell you the episode number, so they can all go and listen.
Go and make fun of me
because we did it on this podcast. So we'll pull it up. How are you doing? It's gonna be middle of the road because it was in the summer. Howdy, episode 26, SummerSlam and Fantastic Four. There's also SummerSlam discussion in there. I swear off WWE in that episode. That's what episode it is.
Oh my god.
And mic drop.
Yeah.
We talk about Fantastic Four. I think it's fine. It's just fine. Now, one little note that I feel like should be said. So I already worked out the schedule. I checked it, made sure there was time. There is another Marvel movie that comes out this year before Doomsday.
Let me think.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Is it Spider-Man?
It is Spider-Man.
Ooh!
So, the good news, this one we have less of a margin for error on. We have something like 10 extra weeks, something like that, between when we would do Fantastic Four and Doomsday. However, if we don't miss a week, we will have finished No Way Home like a week or two before Brand New Day comes out. So, however you want to do that, we can do Brand New Day and just slot it right in. I don't think there's anything in there that's contingent on the movies after No Way Home. Okay. Obviously, it's contingent on No Way Home because it's the rumor is Hulk, Punisher, who haven't fucking been in anything. So.
Oh, I had no idea that was a rumor. I knew nothing about that movie. I am convinced that movie will be bad.
I am I've never been so unsure.
I'm just gonna go into every movie like it's gonna be ass, and I think I'll have a better time. I just think they have lost the ability to make movies, because if I went into Fantastic Four like that, I don't think I'd have the opinion that I have. But that everybody told me it was amazing, and that it was really good, and it's better than Superman, when I was like, yo, Superman, y'all need to chill out. Movie wasn't that great. And then Fantastic Four was not even half of that movie.
Related question. Have you watched Tron Ares?
No, I did not watch the Seth Rollins movie.
Is that just because Jared Leto kind of looks like Seth Rollins?
I was supposed to say malnourished Seth Rollins movie, but I forgot the adjective.
I want to amend one. I don't remember if I told you this, because I had saw it apparently on release day.
Yeah, you liked it.
I did. So I want you to know something. I didn't know it was release day.
What, was it empty?
There were some people there.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It was like Thursday previews. I didn't know. I was working morning, and Hannah just texted me. It's like, I know what we're gonna do when you get home. It's like, we're gonna go see Tron, and then she sent me that she had bought today. I was like, oh, cool. It didn't register in my head until like a week later that was the release day of that movie. It is that I liked it. I did enjoy it. One of my friends had, because I liked it, went in with higher expectations and was like, it was fine. And if I hadn't told you, I just want to edit that. I walked into that theater expecting that movie to be absolute horseshit. So I think we should just mitigate expectations here if you do watch Tron Ares at any point. I think it's good, but I also thought it would be horseshit and it wasn't. So, like... It's like when we saw the first Venom movie and it wasn't a dumbster fire.
Yeah.
It's like,
even though it was.
It's like, I don't know if that movie was good, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I remember watching those movies. I remember when we went to go see Shazam, and we were like, yeah, that movie was pretty good.
I stand by the first Shazam.
I think the first Shazam might be the best movie they ever made. But what else they got?
The DCEU, not much.
But that comes from a person that thinks the first Wonder Woman isn't good.
It's fine.
And people think that that's their best movie. It's like that and Aquaman, I always hear. And I don't think Aquaman's that good.
It's a 3-movie race, and it's Wonder Woman, Shazam, and The Suicide Squad. Not Suicide Squad, The Suicide Squad.
We're counting it's The Suicide Squad by far. Yeah. I think that's...
That one was made to be in the DCEU. I understand that we've now kind of retconned it out and as the beginning of the DCU, but it was made to be in the DCU.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think Aquaman was like good, but it wasn't like amazing.
Yeah,
it's the same thing that the other one. I went in expecting dog shit.
Yeah,
was handed an okay burger, and like I don't know if it like goes up. I feel like if I go to like a good burger joint, it blows this one out of the water. But I was expecting horse shit, so like good job.
Yeah, I went thinking I would get a McDonald's burger. I got a Five Guys burger. But I went and watched Infinity War, which is a burger from like Fogo de Chao.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, which I think is then the Fantastic Four problem. Is the Fantastic Four problem?
I thought I was going to Guy Fieri's burger joint, and I got a McDonald's burger,
which is like this is a good burger, but I would argue. Well, I would have said. I'm just
happy that I got you to agree to something you didn't agree with.
I probably would have said the Five Guys burger. Yeah. It was the like. It was like, this burger is good, but I definitely expected better.
Yeah.
Just the opposite. So yeah, expectations, man. Gotta mitigate expectations.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna love Doomsday, because I'm expecting that shit to be hot ass.
That shit is gonna be bad.
I'm expecting this. I don't even know what the plot of this movie is gonna be. I know, like, I've seen the rumors, and it's just like, this is a 10-minute plot you have told me. How many stupid-ass cameos are we going into this movie? We're not going to spend this another half hour talking about Doomsday. We're already far into this. This is what we're doing, much like my wrestling segment. In each one, there's going to be a segment about the movie. Probably longer than the wrestling, because Tanner will actually have things to say.
Yes!
This won't necessarily replace a main thing on episodes. It will just
But it kind of will.
It might. Some of them it very well
Yeah.
might. We have other stuff planned that we will do.
Yes.
Some of us have already completed those plans.
Oh, I thought you were hitting the stop button. I was like, oh.
Ah.
Are you going to hit the stop button?
Ah.